Hello everyone, this is Okona. Welcome to episode 4 of our Galaxy on Fire 2 Supernova playthrough. Let's get right in. And what had we to do? Last time we were invited to build a new and better gamma shield. To do that we got a blueprint with the instructions on how to make such a shield. Now, to make such a shield, to make some blueprint, you select the blueprint you already have and go editing it. Now, we have one going in Thynome, like we can see here. And right here we see what we need and what is available and what can we indeed employ. Now, we do have one gamma shield. We don't have yet any chemicals, a nanotech or hypanium and Cisogen core. Let's see what there is in the hangar and in the shop. We needed some nanotech and some chemicals. Let's just fill in a bit. Look what we can employ. We need 5 chemicals. I did buy a little bit too much, but that's not the problem right here. I think we will not yet use our gamma shield. We will use it if we perhaps go into a system where we need it, but we need hypanium and we need Cisogen core. We can see we got some hypanium already. That might be because we got it gifted from our friend Kador. So let's get rid of the excess. The excess chemicals. We would not have enough storage space either way. We do have some noble gas, perhaps over from some looting, and some sodial. Okay, so let's look into our equipment roster. Now we are not on rescue missions, so we can unequip some of the cabins and re-equip the Rhoda Black Hole and Gunan's drill. Perhaps we need it for some of the minerals. Now the question is, do we still leave in the original shield? Or do I say repair beam? I don't think we let the repair beam in, since we do not have any other ships to repair than ourselves, and for that we do have a repair bot. Okay, so let's take a last look at the blueprint recipe, and we need hypanium and Cisogen core. Okay, we can either get that at another station or in the asteroid field outside. Okay, first let's just look outside. A question I got in the last video was from Jerry Yan. It is, what is the best ship? That is an understandable question, and I think in this episode we will go into solving it. I think I do have a good ship right now. Okay. Let's see what that Class A asteroid is. It's Perius. No, we do not yet need Perius. This is Dockstrite. This is Gold. This is Perius. This is Auricalcine. This is Dockstrite. I'd say let's go somewhere else. Let's look around. And in the process of seeing what might be the best ship in the game, I think I will show you my little collection, and in the meantime let's use that jump gate. Up until now we only used the car door drive, so we just specified where we wanted to go. It cost us a little bit in energy cells and we arrived there. You perhaps noticed that in the galaxy chart there are those lines, and those lines show me where I can get, which systems are connected to where. And from Wolf Riser, where we are currently, it's only possible to get to Aquila. So let's get to Aquila. Aquila has some planets in there, but Io Ombak is the planet with the jump gate, so let's fly there. And engage. Using a jump gate does not cost any energy or money as far as I can see, so it's far cheaper. We do have enemies here, and let's see what they are. It is a Nigelian. Okay, he's far enough away, so let's not disturb him for now. We have a Perius asteroid. Here is a gold asteroid. An Auricalcine one. Did we need Auricalcine? Let's just do it. I think it's the first time we do employ the drill. So we just selected the asteroid and the drilling mini game starts. For some of you which might be familiar with an old game called Oil Imperium, there you also could buy land plots and then you drilled your oil station, and it was quite the same action sequence. This is a dexterity thing. You do not have to let the target out of the markers, and then you will get more and more of the mineral. If the drill breaks in the meantime, you do not get anything, but you can stop the drilling at any time. Okay, let's go on. Use the jump gate to go to the next system. This time we cannot speed up time, since there are some enemies which we do not care about right now. Let's go into Loma. Loma is a special system. It's dangerous. This is the pirate system, so when we do enter it, we will have to pay a small bribe. Let's take Vardestro with the jump gate and engage. Okay, the pirates demand 2% of your shipment's value to let you move freely in the system. In your case, that comes to 30,665 credits. Do you want to pay this amount? Yes, I do. I want to do some trade with them.
He's good. Let him through.
So, what asteroids do we have here? It's gold. It's Ciso again. Gold again. Well, let's fly to our Destro station first. In this pirate system you can get very high prices for your goods, but you have to pay the bribe. And also you might have the chance of acquiring some nicer ships. Like here we have the New Young 2, but let's take on ships later on. So here's the Oracle scene we just made, and let's look at the blueprints. And I'm very bad at remembering what we need. We need Caesogen and Hypanium. Caesogen and Hypanium. Let's remember it. Caesogen and Caesogen core and Hypanium. So let's sell what we have in our cargo bay. And I think we saw some Caesogen outside. Okay. Let's go outside. Okay, there are some enemies, and they are the cloaked fighters. Okay, target practice. Let's not hit a pirate, he might not like it. Okay, one down. There's the last one, and the pirate ship is very near. So if I'm on his 6, he cannot target me. And we needed Caesogen and Hypanium core. Okay. Another drilling session. We got the Gunan's drill from our first contact in this part of the galaxy. At the end of the first part of Galaxy on Fire, the main part, we got the blueprint for his drill, which we also had very much at the beginning to make it easier for us. And we are being shot upon, so let's fix that right now. Also, I think we do not need Caesogen, we need Oracle Scene and Hypanium. Okay, so we just made a little bit of money. Okay. 2 down. Gold is not needed. Still not needed. Still no gold. Well, still gold. Seems that we might be constantly under attack. The music did change. Let's fly to the asteroid field a bit. Or is this an asteroid field at all? It is only nice background. And I'm only seeing gold and Caesogen, both of which we might not need. Okay, some Pyresium is also available, and we're being shot at. We shot at it with stealth fighters. I'd say we go on to the next system, and there can get on the question which ship might be best. I only can tell for ships which are used in Galaxy on Fire and Galaxy on Fire Valkyrie. I have not yet seen the special ships which are available for Supernova, or which I think are available for Supernova. So let's jump to the next system. This is called Shima, and Shima contains the Camo Club station. This station can be acquired in Galaxy on Fire 2, either by paying a small amount of real-world money or by paying a large amount of in-game money. So you do not have to use downloadable content, but you can do it to speed up the game. I had time, or I invested the time to do it in-game and not Oracle scene. Okay, great. Let's get this Oracle scene. The nicest thing about the Camo Club Station is you can depot anything you like there, including ships. So when you go and buy a new ship, it asks you if your old ship should be transported to Camo Club Station or to be sold. And if you do transport it to Camo Club, you can build a ship collection there. And that's quite what I did. So I'd say let's look at the ships in Camo Club. Also, let's look at the blueprint if we can employ some of the, well, my memory. Hypanium and Cisogen. Hypanium and Cisogen. Hypanium and Cisogen. Okay. Sorry, my bad. My leaky memory. Okay, let's first look at the ship we are currently having. This is the Void X Fighter. The Void X Fighter is only available by completing every achievement in Galaxy on Fire 2, and then at the end you can get it at Thynome Station. And this is quite a ship. It has an armor of 450 units. It has only the cargo hold of 30 tons. That is the worst thing with this ship. It has 4 primary weapons and 4 secondary weapons. No turrets. Well, if you like and you want a turret, you cannot use it with that ship. 15 equipment slots, which is also quite nice, and a handling of 155 units. The Voids were an alien race, or are an alien race, which did use wormholes to jump into any system and wreaked havoc there. And part of the storyline in Galaxy on Fire 2 was to discover who the Voids were and eliminating their threat. The ship itself is quite pricey, so you have to wrap up some credits to buy it. So other ships in store are, you can see here, any faction in Galaxy on Fire 2, and any faction has their own ships. There are the Midorians and the Nivelians, which are the same species, but 2 different factions between them. And the Vosk and the humans are there. And I think I have here a selection of the ships of the Vosk, of the normal humans. These are the Veteran and the Cormorant. The Aegir is a Nivelian ship. The Volnor is from a further species called the Grey. The Wraith is an old Nivelian ship. The Mantis is a pirate ship. Cronus, Typhon, and Nemesis are newer ships available in Valkyrie and are made from the deep science facility. And the Escanar is a Vosk ship, and the Nuyang 2 is a Midorian ship. Now, there are all the best ships of each faction available here, so we can look at the Veteran, which is the best human ship. It has far less armor, It has a far bigger cargo hold, not that much primary weapons than our Void Axe fighter. The same type of secondary weapons, one turret and a little bit less equipment space and far less handling. It's still a nice ship. It has the turret, which is quite nice if you have it, especially if the turret can be fired automatically, and if you have to do some rescue missions where you are immobilized, it might be nice. Then the A gear also has 4 primary and secondary weapon slots. It has a far larger cargo hold than our Void Axe fighter, but still a lot less armor, equipment and handling space. Units. So the Volnor is just for completeness here. It's not that great ship. You can see, except of cargo hold, everything is worse than the Void Axe fighter. The Wraith is also there because it is quite nice, and when you had the money it was also a nice ship, but it is not considered a best ship for the game. Now the Mantis is quite another category. It is quite good and quite nice. It costs a half of the Void Axe fighter. So when you can afford it, I'd say you should get it. It has a fair large cargo hold, so you can do some cargo hauling, but it's not the typical freighter, and you can pack a punch when you want to fight. This also is true for the Escanar. The Escanar is a quite heavy gunboat. Its handling is not that great, but it has fair large amount of armor and a great cargo hold, and also one turret space. So it is very pricey, and if you like a quite a heavy ship, you should definitely look into that ship. Now there is the Nemesis, the best ones of the deep science ships. The Nemesis comes quite close to the Void Axe. It has a really good armor. It has a fair large cargo hold, 4 primary weapons, which are the thing if you want to fight. Only 1 secondary weapon. I'm not that into secondary weapons, so I mainly use them when the mission calls for it, like an EMP bomb or a large torpedo. Still no turrets and 14 equipment slots, but as you can read here, the Nemesis is the crown jewel of the deep science engineering arts. Heavily armed, well protected and stylish. It is the perfect ship for the self-confident pilot, which has with credits to spare. This ship includes an integrated car door drive, and since it has an integrated car door drive, the equipment slots are comparable to the Void Axe fighters, so this is really great. Equipment slots are always handy, and its handling is also not bad, but its price is still steep. And then there is the New Yang 2, which is the best Midorian fighter. This is quite cheap, has quite good armor, a really big cargo hold, the really good 4 primary weapon slots, adequate 2 secondary weapon slots, no turrets, and only 9 equipment slots and 90 handling. But for that price, it's a really good ship. It looks ugly as hell, but that's not that great a problem. So the question now, when you ask it, which is the best ship? Okay, which is your priority? My priority is more like fighting and very agile movement, so I am for the Void Axe fighter. The Void Axe fighter has really good numbers, but it has only a cargo hold of 30, which is very small, and that requires some cargo extension technology like this Roda black hole, which does increase your cargo space 100%, and that's absolutely necessary. And I do have 2, so I have a cargo space of 90, and if you remember, that cargo space is very much available on the other ships and even more. So 2 of our precious equipment slots are already used up by 2 rotor black holes, so that effectively reduces my equipment slots to 13 instead of 15. And so if you want to do some trade, I'd more recommend a fighter with more free space, perhaps someone which has a turret space. So this makes the Escanar quite nice. The Escanar does not have too much handling. You would have to like that, but it makes up for it by having a turret. Okay, that is a small overview of the available ships, and I'd say let's deposit our Calcine and Caesogan here. We need Hypanium and Caesogan core. Let's go out and see if we can get that in the vicinity. So for now, we will still use the Void Axe. If you want me to fly another ship, just say it and I will go back to Shima and change the ships there. Lots of gold. You would imagine that that is nice, but not when you are not looking for it. And I also think I'll start looking for the minerals on other stations to buy. It's a bit simpler than to mine it. Okay, Caesogan core we do need. And getting a core is a little bit more difficult. You see you have lots of asteroid to drill through, and you have to keep the drill stable in the innermost ring. Right under the Caesogan core name at the top of the screen you can see the state of the drill. Right now it is in its best. When it goes outside of the drilling space it will degrade quite rapidly, and I will see that that does not happen. Okay. Great, we got 1 ton of Caesogan core and 53 tons of Caesogan, and our cargo hold is already full. So also if you plan on mining, you should also plan on a greater cargo hold. And let's go back and depot some of the Caesogen on Camo, and you can see another feature used in conjunction with blueprints there, which I will show you soon. Let's go to the hangar. We now have 1 ton of Caesogan core and 35 tons of Caesogen, 53 tons of Caesogen. Now go to the gamma shield. We need 12 tons of Caesogan core. I think I will try to buy that and not to mine all that, or I will mine it off screen. Okay, we can deposit the 1 Caesogan core and it will ship to Thynum, which will cost me 20 credits. That's not too much, so we will do that. Okay, Hypanium, Caesogan core, still to go. Let's go to another station and see if we can buy that. This time we will use the map and just jump. Let's jump to Waymire. Jumping to a nearby system is not too expensive, so we can afford it. Oh, we are also being attacked by stealth fighters, and the Cador drive does work nevertheless. Okay, there I'm being attacked by others. Oh yeah. These are the Nivelians. Okay. I'm not in the mood for fighting. Let's go to the station. When going to a station of a faction which is currently hostile to you, you will also have to pay a bribe. So because of your bad reputation, the station's security inspector demands a bribe before you are allowed to dock. Do you pay 2,425 credits? Yeah, of course. Okay, let's see if we can get something here. We only have some titanium core, hypanium and Cysogen. Everything we do not need, but we can sell the Cysogen there. Also we can stock up on a bit of energy cells just to be on the safe side. Okay, I think we will conclude all that in the next episode, and we will see each other again. Please leave a like if you liked. See ya and have a good day.